Hello gentlemen, this is just a quick video to run through aspects of the rubric based on Module A and Elective 2, distinctly visual. Module A is experienced through language. It requires you to explore the uses of a particular aspect of language. It's going to help develop your awareness of language and help you understand how our perceptions of and relationships with others are shaped in written, spoken and visual language. Okay, so it's important that we focus on the awareness aspect, but as well as how it helps them understand how our perceptions of and relationships with others in the world are shaped in written, spoken and visual language. How always points towards techniques. This will be explored further on within the course. So we're doing Elective 2, distinctively visual. Be careful not to look at Elective 1 because that is distinctive voices. We are doing Elective 2, distinctively visual. In your responses and composing, you explore the ways the images we see and or visualize in text are created. So basically we don't just look at visual of images and we see a picture and we go, yeah, okay, I understand an aspect of that, I can see how that's important to people. We have to look at how through text and through the written form of text, such as the shoehorn sonata, we have to be able to visualize what Misto is trying to actually do and portray to his audience in his play. Okay, so you must consider how the forms, features and language of different texts create these images, affect interpretation and shape meaning, which leads us on to the text aspect here. It says the students examine one prescribed text in addition to other related texts of their own choosing that provide examples of the distinctively visual. You notice here that it says texts and not text singular, so it's text, which is plural. You should be looking at more than one related text to use in conjunction with the shoehorn sonata. As mentioned, the shoehorn sonata is by John Misto. So this is important here. This is a conceptual study, and it's not just a close study of the text. The concept is distinctively visual. This will be explored in more depth as the course progresses. But just bear this aspect in mind. An image is a particular aspect of language. You are going to explore the ways in which images are constructed and interpreted. Okay, that's so important, those final three words, constructed and interpreted. So just before we wrap up, just to go through the three key ideas to explore when looking at this elective of distinctively visual. First one is how language is created through images. So you're looking at the written, the spoken and the visual. Okay, so you're looking at the written language, the spoken language and the visual language. Second one is how images shape and influence meaning. So how do they create meaning for us? Okay, so when you see that word there again, how, that to me says techniques. Third one, the cultural and literary significance of images. Okay, so we have to look at the significance of an image, be it, as we said, a written, a spoken, or visual. So why are these images important and why are they linked to our world? Another idea to consider could be what makes some images distinctive or memorable or influential. Again, this could differ from person to person, so it's important that you portray your interpretation with sufficient evidence, which would include techniques. What different types of textual forms or media use images in everyday life? So in other words, where do we see imagery in our lives? As you can see, I have C surrounded by apostrophes just to show you that we can look at C literally but also figuratively.